Alright, welcome back everybody to Tactics Ogre. We have rewound the clock on the game. We are right before the decision to go down the neutral path. Unfortunately, you cannot pick and choose exactly where you start.
What now?
So you have to start at a certain check mark point. So this is, I have to go through the first battle in this castle, and then we'll fight Vice again. But this time we're going to choose a different path, and we're going to go down the chaos path.
They've requested immediate reinforcement.
Very well. Summon Leonard.
Begging your grace's pardon, Sir Leonard rode for Amorica at daybreak.
Yes, of course. Bring quill and parchment. Leonard must know of this, and ready the fastest courser in Caritani.
At once, your grace.
What is Lodis scheming, eh?
A reminder,
Balbatos gone, old alliances turn to ash.
This occurs right after the
them all.
after the Dark Knights come out and sack the city. In the middle of your battle with Zapan. So right now Zapan is still alive, but regardless of what happens in this battle, what happens is you beat the battle, Pam retreats, and then Vice kills him in cold blood. And that's before the decision's made, so Zapan really can only be recruited under the lawful path. So he's actually really good as a unit, because I was sort of tinkering around with the lawful playthrough, like starting over from scratch and playing lawful route to see how that kind of feels and how that goes. It's a more different storyline, I guess I should say, obviously. But we'll get there when we get there. I'm not going to spoil anything. Couple things that you should note now that I guess I forgot to mention the previous episode is one of the reasons why it took me so long between when those episodes were coming out 2 at a time and when I restarted releasing episodes is I had decided to take a dive into the Palace of the Dead, and the Palace of the Dead was taking far too long to do. So when I go to save, if you take a look, you'll notice one of my saves is still in the Palace of the Dead. I don't know if I'm going to keep going down the Palace of the Dead, or I think I'm going to quit that and just save over top of it. But the reason I bring that up at all is because in addition to my characters reaching the new level cap of 45, not all of them are at 45, but a lot of them have reached the new level cap of 45 while we were going down there. I also have lots of new, very nice spells and weapons and armor that's going to make some of this a breeze. For this battle and the next battle, since I've already done these before, the game allows me to either play it as if I was at the current level cap of 19, or I can choose to play it at my current level. So, make a long story short, I'm fighting a bunch of level 19s at level 45, so I'm just going to smear the shit out of this and the next level where I fight Vice. We're just gonna smear the shit out of these. It'll help us get through these episodes faster, rather than me cut out the episodes themselves. We'll just, if they're repeats, they'll just sort of, I'll just smear them, essentially. So in addition, to that, I also have access to certain characters I shouldn't at this point, because they were recruited in my neutral playthrough. So if I wanted to, I could use Kashua. She gets to keep her princess class, though you'll notice that her physical sprite looks like she is just a regular priestess cleric. She does have the princess class unlocked, so I will, if I use her at any point, she will still have all of her stuff from the princess class. There's plenty of stuff that's been upgraded. For instance, that bow and arrow that Aerosol's using, that's a powered up bow and arrow I got from down there. The level 3 meteor strike is from down there. Anything that comes off of the dragonic branch, that's all stuff I picked up down there. And there's some other stuff, ignore that, in the corner. Yeah.
That's 3 times
You bested me, boy! As he escaped. So, even when the game starts to require me to go back to the level cap because I haven't done any of the chaos missions yet, you'll notice that I'm going to be kind of rolling over those missions a lot easier because I've got stronger spells that you wouldn't normally have access to at this point in the game, as well as this rod. There's a couple of these types of rods, Sage Staff. There's one for each element, in fact, that allows the caster to use up their turn, but they gain 100 MP, which is really good because they're getting MP as it is, naturally. Plus Meditate can give them MP, plus that can give them MP. They can easily get to the point where they're casting spells, their most powerful spell, you know, turn after turn after turn after turn. And then, like I said, these guys have got access to stronger weapons that are going to get nerfed when we're under level cap, but they're still stronger than if you didn't have access to them, is what I'm trying to say. They're still stronger than that. So, yep. Keep going here. Like I said, just gonna finish trying to get through this area. That has got to leave her like 2 HP.
I would rather have lived out my day, but the war took with the spell.
So did we all.
So she says the same thing she did the first time, which is basically, she's not going to listen to us.
Surrender.
You know, I'm going to get my revenge on you, blah, blah, blah. But like I said, the only difference is we're not rejoining the Duke. After I finish fighting Vice. And then on the other end of things, because I am not rejoining the Duke and Vice always picks the opposite choice I pick, that means he stays with the Duke instead of becoming a rebel outcast, because I'm the rebel outcast instead.
I'm coming.
So we're not going to spend too much time, because the next episode is a one-on-one battle between Denham and Denham and Vice. So we're just going to eliminate them, and we're just going to go full bore into this. The only thing I want to check on is to make sure I have my Claymore attached. We're probably not going to use anything here. Like, no spells or anything. I'm just going to go full attack on him and just mess the shit up.
Vice, what are you doing?
You can't!
We're allies.
We were allies!
Smush.
Fool. I know the proper use for a hostage.
Dead.
You're next, Denim. What have you done with Koshua?
Denim!
So the rest of this cutscene plays out the same.
Unhand my... Oh, I will. But first, you and I have a score to settle.
The only difference is
There must
instead
be
of
some
Vice
other way.
chasing me
Talk,
around and
talk.
making me feel bad
Let
about
our steel
myself,
speak instead.
I'm going to just kind of put him under my thumb like a little bug and smush him. Because he's still at 20. And I am not abiding by the level cap in this battle. So, block 212.
Vice, it doesn't have to end like this. Ever since we were boys,
You could do no wrong.
do no wrong. They lavished praise on you while I looked on.
Forgotten.
Is it because of our fathers?
You think?
The son of a respected Abuna and the
Son of a Laotian drunkard.
It was a relief when he died.
But nothing changed.
Nothing changed. Why did they hate me? What flaw have I that you have not? This is a fantasy. You're...
So we're going to put the sword on his face, and that's going to be end this battle. But like I said, we're going to choose the opposite
Stay your blade.
choice this time. So instead of rejoining, we're going to refuse him.
Easy, Vice. Our circumstance has changed.
But it was you who ordered his death.
Stop talking and listen. You'll want to hear this too, Denim. Rhyme has fallen. The Buckram will soon be here.
But Sir Lancelot...
Dead. Fled.
I do not
know
know.
not. But we no longer have the luxury of fighting amongst ourselves. Denim, you must join the Duke. What's done is done. Our true foe stand...
Have you gone mad? He's a traitor!
Enough, Vice. Did you hear nothing I said? I know why it is you fight, Denim. You dream of a world free of war and hatred. A worthy dream, and reasonable. But reason alone cannot move men to act. Is that how you want this to end? Will you let your father go unavenged? Join us. If not for yourself, then for the Wallister.
You know I can't do that.
I'll never rejoin you. You're no different from the Buckram. You are beaten. It is you who chase a dream. Nothing true was ever built without sweat and sacrifice.
What now? Do you go on trying to bend the world to your will?
I'm not so arrogant as that, but I will show our people there is another way. I believe they can rise above this pettiness.
While we walk the earth, there will ever be conflict. A man will kill another over a husk of bread if not restrained. It falls on us to rein in these base creatures and bring order to the world. They crave a master to lead them, to give them purpose.
There is truth in your words, but still I must trust them. I don't know what to believe. Why do I fight? Why do any of us?
Perhaps you will understand in time. These are demons you alone can face. Now go, Denim. Take your sister and leave this place.
What are you doing? You can't just let him leave!
Go. See the world as it is and dispel your doubts. Search the isles. Search all the world. You will not find what you seek. When your hope has died, come back. I'll be waiting.
So he's suggesting true freedom
You'll
can't
wait
exist
a
without
long time.
without strict order.
Denim!
That's my interpretation.
Let him go. He must come to us willingly,
Or not at all.
We may regret letting him live.
Should it come to that, I'll put him down myself.
No, let it be me.
It's odd how your personal choices change the rest of the way the storyline rolls out. If you choose law, the character goes chaos. If you choose chaos, they choose law. Spooky.
Am I so naive? Do I know so little of the world?
Alright, yep, we're gonna save right here.
Four weeks had passed since the fall of Rhine. But while the Buckram armies took the Archaeopolis, the fierce resistance of the Holy Knight Lancelot and his men took a heavy toll on the attackers, and the Buckram were forced to halt their advance. Meanwhile, Duke Ronway's forces were occupied dealing with the supporters of Bolbatos who had declared against the Wallister. The Duke knew that something had to be done if the tide of battle was to be turned. To that end, the Duke assembled a great host at Almorica Castle to stand against the Buckram threat, while at the same time secretly dispatching an envoy to treat with the Dark Knights and delay them taking the field. Having denied the Duke, Denham went into hiding, waiting for the right time to strike at his former lord. Outraged at such betrayal, the Duke named Denham a traitor. He placed a bounty on his head and tasked Sir Leonard to hunt him down and kill him. Now, fearing for his life, Denham made ready to leave Port Ashton.
Ambition and greed rule while dogs and swine serve.
What am I to do with you, Barbas, huh? One cannot deny your insubordination. To act without leave of the High Champion is strictly forbidden, whatever the circumstance. Time and again you were ordered to return, and each time you've ignored your orders. Only now do you deign to grace these halls. I am galled.
Galling, yes. The obstinate lout. Go on. Beg forgiveness.
You talk too much, Martin, and I have an ill temper.
What was I to do? Deny the Regent? Impossible.
We do not answer to Branton. Speak true. You learned that the Zenobian knights were in Rhyme and sought to do battle. Is it not so?
Enough, Balsaphon. What's done is done.
Welcome back, Lord Commander. Ah, I see Ozma and Oz accompany you.
What word of the Wallister?
On that matter, we have a messenger here from the Duke.
Well, let's hear him then.
This is where the cutscene changes.
The Resistance messenger may enter.
Such a grave assemblage of knights, with the blood on their armor to prove it.
Insolence!
Breathe easy, old man. You'll suffer a bout of the yellow bile.
I don't know what that means.
Besides, it is we who have been wronged here. Oath-breaking is a foul business.
So, the Duke is piqued. What would you have us do?
Don't worry. I won't ask you to go prostrating yourselves in apology. We would know the lie of your hearts, that's all.
What if I told you our hearts yearn to see Almorica in flames?
Then I'd shed a tear for the people whom I would expect to suffer in a conflict to follow. As I would expect you to lose the favor of every lord who ever sat a throne, in this land or beyond.
Lancelot, I will not suffer any more insults from this churl in our hall.
We maintain our position of neutrality, as before.
Were the Dark Knights that led the van at Rhyme equally neutral?
We're not infallible. There are always those who will act imprudently.
The Duke demands proof.
What kind of proof?
Dot, dot, dot.
I'm glad you asked.
I'm unsure what that means.